street. You don't do this. Sir, don't do it. I'm not touching.
That was Virginia State Trooper Charles Hewitt and driver Derek Thompson.
Officer, it's on camera. My hand is by my head. Step out of the car right now. I'm being threatened. Now you're under arrest. Now you're under arrest for disobeying the lawful commands of an officer. I'm giving you to the count of 3.
This officer has threatened me, and I'm making it known I am no threat to this officer. I've been threatened.
Watch the show.
Watch the show? This one has taken a while.
My life is in danger. My life is in danger.
How do you like that? How do you like that? Huh? Put your hands behind your back.
Trooper Hewitt has now been fired.
Take a look at me. I'm a specimen right here, buddy.
Sir, I'm
in gotten on my last
My
nerve.
hands are up on camera.
All right?
I'm in no threat
You're
to these
going to get your ass whooped in front of Lord and all creation.
Good grief. A lawyer involved with a lawsuit Thompson filed and settled said the state police recently terminated Trooper Charles Hewitt for cause. Hello everybody, I'm David Schuster and thanks for watching. When this video first got posted on social media, the superintendent for the Virginia State Police said Trooper Hewitt's conduct was inappropriate. Quote, the conduct displayed by Trooper Hewitt during the course of the traffic stop is not in agreement with the established standards of conduct required of a Virginia trooper. Derek Thompson of Woodbridge, Virginia, was pulled over on the Capitol Beltway in Fairfax County for an expired inspection decal. One trooper said she could smell marijuana, but police found no drugs in the car. Hewitt did all the talking and was the only trooper who appeared to assault Thompson.
I'm giving you to the count of 3.
This officer has threatened me, and I'm making it known I am no threat to this officer. I've been threatened.
Watch the show.
My life is in danger. My life is in danger.
An internal investigation by the state cleared Trooper Hewitt of any wrongdoing, and Fairfax County prosecutors declined to press charges. In the settlement, the state police agreed to pay out $20,000 to Thompson, but admitted no wrongdoing. Thompson's lawyer, Joshua Ehrlich, said, quote, Mr. Thompson filed this case because Trooper Hewitt's behavior was unconscionable, and Mr. Thompson is happy with the outcome. He thought he deserved and received monetary compensation, and although the Virginia State Police did not admit to any wrongdoing, Mr. Thompson is heartened Trooper Hewitt is no longer on the street and thinks Virginia is safer for it. Before his career as a Virginia State Trooper, records show Hewitt served in the U.S. military and was stationed in Iraq. His social media history indicates that he was a fan of the Facebook group Team Chapo. Team Chapo was a page that promoted and supported Donald Trump and endorsed conservative causes. The page also posted racist, homophobic, and misogynistic imagery. Former Trooper Charles Hewitt has not commented to any news organization about this traffic stop, his firing, or his views about African Americans. However, all of this underscores yet again that some police put their own ego and power above the basic constitutional rights of the people they stop. And all too often, the police involved have a military background and a love for Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not the cause of racism and disturbing behavior by police, but the era of Trump has certainly helped fuel hatred and threatening language by whites in positions of power. Playing to the cameras is another Trump attribute. Watch the show, said Charles Hewitt. Thankfully, in Virginia law enforcement, this officer's show is over.
Get back in your car right now. I'm telling you right now, get back in your car.
Oh, you gonna shoot me?
You come out of your car in a traffic stop, obviously it's a dangerous situation. Get back in your car.
Settle down. If you can't handle the
Get
job,
back
go
in your
work at
goddamn car.
McDonald's.
Go work at McDonald's. That man in the green shirt named Matt has every right to be infuriated. The Pasco County, Florida Sheriff's Deputy Kevin LaPointe is being vindictive and is on a power trip.
Put me on a traffic stop with Delta Hotel Mike, X-ray 09. It's going to be a Mercedes-Benz. If you can send me one more, please. I'm 10-4.
License, registration, insurance.
What'd you stop me for?
License, registration,
What'd you stop me
and
for?
insurance.
What'd you stop me for?
License.
Reason for the stop.
You'll find out as soon as I have your information.
Supervisor.
You'll find out as soon as I have your information.
And I'll give you it as soon as I get a supervisor.
So you're failing to identify yourself at a traffic stop.
I'm not failing to identify at a traffic stop.
Okay. License, registration, and insurance.
This incident from February 2022 began when a construction crew blocked a street. As first reported by the Lackluster channel, Matt drove to the other entrance to his neighborhood where Deputy LaPointe was in his cruiser partially blocking the intersection. Matt turned on his indicator, pulled alongside, and stopped. Officer LaPointe did not respond, so Matt began to pull through. Deputy LaPointe then turned on his lights. Matt stopped again. Deputy LaPointe's body camera picks it up from here.
Do you think you should probably stop and explain, hey, listen, I got to go to a certain area because it's blocked off at a certain point and you'll be a dead end anyway?
Stop, darling.
Yeah, but you went right past the
All right,
whole
what are we
thing.
doing here?
Where's your house?
Right up there on Kitten Trail.
Okay, where?
See the curve?
Yes.
Just past the curve on the left.
Is it north of Little Beat Court?
Yes.
Okay.
I just drove all the way around to get here.
Okay, well, I don't know that.
Well, I'm explaining it to you now.
I know, but
Can I go or not?
Yeah, get the hell out.
Thank you.
Get the hell off, says Deputy LaPointe. Then, when Matt drives away, LaPointe decides it's time to show him who is the boss. LaPointe hops in his cruiser, squeals his tires, and drives after Matt. Matt pulls to the side of the road just down the street.
Acknowledge reimbursement 14 responding.
Get back in your car. Get back in your car right now. I'm telling you right now, get back in your car.
Oh, you gonna shoot me?
You come out of your car on a traffic stop, obviously it's a dangerous situation. Get back in your car.
Settle down. If you can't handle the
Get
job,
back
go
in your
work at
goddamn car.
McDonald's.
Matt gets back in his car before Deputy LaPointe calls for backup and asks for documents.
Put me on a traffic stop with Delta Hotel Mike X-ray 09. It's going to be a Mercedes-Benz. If you can send me one more, please, I'm 10-4.
License, registration, insurance.
What'd you stop me for?
License, registration,
What'd you stop me
and
for?
insurance.
What'd you stop me for?
Registration and insurance.
What's the reason for the stop?
You fail to yield to a police barricade. You're screeching your tires as you leave. You're driving fast. You're obviously frustrated.
Yeah.
So I'm asking for your license, your registration, and insurance on a lawful, legal stop.
Deputy LaPointe claims Matt failed to yield to a barricade, even though the deputy's own body camera shows LaPointe told him to go through.
Can I go or not?
Yeah, get the hell out.
Thank you.
See you later.
LaPointe also claims that Matt screeched his tires, but the film shows the only driver to screech tires was the deputy. LaPointe then claims that Matt is frustrated. However, being frustrated is not against the law, even in Florida.
Cops, man. Did you get picked on as a kid? In school? Oh, were you the guy that picked on people?
Listen, I'm not going to feed into your bullshit.
Oh, I know you're not going to feed into the
You
bullshit.
can talk all you want. It really means nothing to me.
You should probably find another line of work, homie. Can't handle this line of work. Registration? I think this is a bit much for you. McDonald's.
Okay.
McDonald's.
Yeah, you said that twice already. It's getting old.
No, I didn't get old.
Come up with some new material. Maybe it'll actually stick.
When the second officer shows up, Deputy LaPointe lies about the incident.
What happened? So he failed to yield for the police barricade. He went around me, so I stopped him, and then he decides
he
that...
fails to understand and explain to you.
Yeah, stop
when I started to go around, I stopped.
He went around, so I stopped him. I hit the siren to get him to stop.
I didn't fail to
He
yield.
finally
I
stops
stopped.
after he's beyond the barricade. So then I'm explaining to him that obviously it's shut down up here. He said, I go, where are you going? So he coughs an attitude right out of the gate. I'm going to my house. I go, okay, that's great. Where's your house? I need to know where you're going because you can't go past a certain area. So then he coughs an attitude and he figures out, we end up figuring out where he's going.
Is
So
that
it's good.
illegal?
Having an attitude is not against the law.
His tires are taking off like crazy, and his tire starts, he starts fishtailing and all that. So that's why I
Fishtail.
felt
You got that on camera, right?
We all carry body-worn
No,
cameras.
no. The
It's
fishtail.
been on since I talked to you the first time.
So you got me fishtailing and losing control of the car, right?
I got you peeling out and all that.
I didn't.
Hey,
I don't have to talk to
I
you.
left rapidly.
Deputy LaPointe then walks to his cruiser to write Matt's citation.
He didn't even try to get out of the car when I went by. I stopped right in front of his car. He didn't open the door, roll the window, nothing. So I started to go.
Yeah, but if we got barricades up, you can't just drive around the barricade.
But people that you can't go home. You can't go to the place you're supposed
You
to
have
go.
to ask him to make sure that, because we can't verify that
when he
until
hit
we
the-
talk to you.
When he hit the thing, I completed my stop. And he gets out with an attitude. You don't see the patrol car? No, obviously I
Still-
see it. I didn't crash into it.
Well, the part is that you can't drive around the barricade to begin with.
This is retaliatory because I gave him an attitude.
That's right.
He wouldn't have done this if I didn't give him an attitude.
Oh, but I mean, if anybody that you come across that gives you an attitude, you're not going to like it, right?
Matt and the supporting deputy, Francis, have a polite conversation, and Officer Francis says it's all about respect. But again, verbally disrespecting an officer is not against the law. After about 20 minutes, Officer LaPointe returns to Matt's vehicle.
I asked you to request a supervisor. It's on your body camera at the beginning of this stop.
I will let him know what's going on.
Now you want to do it and detain me longer?
So here's your information. All right. Here's your license.
Jesus Christ, man. Where the f***
Give
did
you
you learn
this
to be a cop
information.
at?
Drive around in a detour barricade. It's $164.
Fantastic. Good.
You have
Done
30
cop
days
explaining?
to basically pay it or take care of it.
Fantastic. Am I signing?
You're also got.
Am I signing?
You also got any information
Am
for
I
improper
signing?
start or park stop standing
Do I
vehicle.
need
It's
to sign?
$164 citation. You have 30 days to take care of it. Option
take that
one is
thing out of
obviously
here. You
take care of
can't
it,
f***ing your shit.
and then you have a court option there. The other option
Do
is
I need to
no
sign
proof of
them?
insurance, $114. Okay.
Holy f***.
You have 30 days to take care of it. Again, you have option one, which is pay the penalty. Option 5 is obviously go to court and select the magistrate. You don't
Do
have
they
to pay
need
any
to
of
be
them.
signed?
Nope.
Thank
All set.
you. How f***ing hard was that?
All set.
Give me your card, please.
I'm not.
Information.
You don't need a car.
Badge.
My name and badge is LaPointe 6854. I don't have to provide you any actual documentation.
One more time?
LaPointe 6854.
Thank you.
Yep. There you go. Pasco County Sheriff's Office. So that way you don't
Oh, I
forget
know
that
where
one.
you're at.
Okay. Do you still want a supervisor? You still want a supervisor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll let them know.
How long to do that?
You're-
I asked you in the beginning of the stop. It's
You're
on
free.
your body
You want one or
camera.
not?
Which I'm gonna forward.
Do you want one or not?
Go f*** off. I don't want one.
Okay. That's what I figured. That's why we didn't call one. Have a good day. You're all set. Have a good day. You're all set. I don't want you to talk yourself into handcuffs. Have a good day. Take care. Take care. Nope. I said I don't want you to do that.
Go. Go.
You don't want me to talk myself into handcuffs? You're threatening me?
No, I'm not. That's not a threat.
What are you gonna arrest me for?
That's an education of the law.
Good. What are you gonna arrest me
You're all set. Have a good day.
Hold on, whoa, why are you guys bothering me?
Because you're parked. We're talking
I
about
don't park. I came in to come see.
Stop, dude, relax.
Okay,
Chill.
why are you telling me I'm detained? What's wrong with you guys?
In San Francisco, on the left, that is Officer Brett Hernandez. On the right is Ibrahim Shahaiber. He has been stopped for leaving his car in a no parking zone.
You're parked in the red. Blocking the fire hydrant.
I stopped.
Yeah, but you're parked right now.
I'm
Okay, so
not.
we're not arguing the law of it, but
Okay,
you're
I'm
detained
going
right
to
now.
go move my
No,
car.
you're gonna stay right here.
They would not let him move his car. Shahaiber was there to pick up a sandwich at the sub shop on that corner.
You're staying right here at the DU and make sure who you are, and then you can go.
Oh my god. You guys are something else right now. For what?
I
I'm not
just
detained. You didn't do
explained.
anything.
I just explained.
No,
to you.
but that's not against the law. I'm allowed to stop.
You're not
my
allowed to
hazards,
stop.
My hazards are on. I'm allowed to stop.
You're not.
You're not allowed to stop right
So,
now.
where,
You're parked.
so where does it say that? It
Alright,
doesn't
dude.
say allowed to
Relax.
stop. Don't touch me.
I'm gonna
please.
touch you. You have any weapons on you?
Please don't. You guys need to stop this.
I'm at. Dude, calm
Why are you
down.
guys? So why are you guys doing this thing?
Because I'm about to pass you.
Look, you want? Look, I have nothing on me. You look like my ID. I'll hand
Let me
you my
pass
ID.
it to you real quick.
No, you do not have my
Yeah.
permission.
You
to
don't, I don't
search.
need your permission.
Yes, you
I
do.
do.
Here's my ID. Here's my ID, and it's all that I'm giving you. You have no right to touch me.
Yes, I do.
No, you do not. Where is that written down? Here's my ID, sir. You can have that.
I'll get back to you in a second.
I mean, do not touch me. You do not have the right to touch me.
I'm
No,
telling
you
you right
do
now.
not have the right
Do
to
you have any
touch
weapons
me.
on you?
I have nothing on me.
Turn
You do
around.
not. No,
Put
you
your
do
hands on
not
your
have
head.
the right to touch me.
Turn around.
You do not have the right to
Turn
touch
around.
me. You do not have the right to touch me. You do not have the right to touch me. You do not have the right to touch me.
During the police takedown, Shahaiber says the police tore his shirt, scraped his face and side, and hurt his hip. The officers eventually let him go with a citation. Now, 3 years after this 2019 incident, following multiple hearings and internal reviews,
Don't touch me.
Officer Hernandez has been suspended for 10 days.
You do not have the right to touch me. You do not have the right to touch me.
The San Francisco Police Commission found that Officer Hernandez's actions were damning and disturbing. Quote, "If Shahaiber can be mistreated this way by the police under the circumstances of this case, then anyone on the street may be subject to a pat search on flimsy grounds. This case involves poor policing that resulted in a violation of Shahaiber's rights. But the potential damage of police misconduct, such as that of Officer Hernandez, implicates the community as a whole."
Why are you telling me I'm detained? What's wrong with you guys?
You're parked in the red. Blocking the fire hydrant.
I stopped.
Yeah, but you're parked right now.
Shahaiber is in the midst of a civil lawsuit against Hernandez and the city of San Francisco. In the meantime, internal documents raised new questions about Officer Hernandez and the police investigators.
My hazards are on. I'm allowed to stop.
You're You're not.
You're not allowed to stop right where does it say that?
During the internal review, Officer Hernandez told investigators that Shiheiber was constantly reaching into his pockets and that baggy clothing can conceal weapons. Quote, "It's my training and experience that this is an indicator that somebody might have weapons on their persons, and for the safety of myself and my partner, fear of our safety, I conducted a pat search." But the San Francisco Police Accountability Report found that during the exchange, the only time Shiheiber reached into his pocket was when he gave the officers his identification.
Here's my ID. Here's my ID, and it's all that I'm giving you. You have no right to touch me. No, you do not. Where is that written down?
Furthermore, as the video shows, he did not act violent, and there were no bulges that would indicate a weapon.
No, you do not have the right to touch me. Do you have any weapons on you?
Officer Hernandez also told investigators that Shiheiber attempted to flee, but not according to the video.
You do not have the right to touch me.
And the internal report found that Officer Hernandez made statements that were simply not true. However, the suspension of Officer Hernandez was only for violating Shiheiber's Fourth Amendment rights, and internal police investigators apparently decided not to follow up on Officer Hernandez's dishonesty. And Officer Hernandez has never been formally accused of dishonesty. This is important because a police officer's credibility is at the heart of their ability to do their job. And their job includes writing police reports and providing sworn testimony. If a police officer with noted credibility issues is called to testify in a criminal case, prosecutors are required to notify the defendant in that case. This is based on the Supreme Court ruling Brady v. Maryland. And the transmission of this information about an officer's lack of credibility is known as Brady material. However, since Officer Hernandez has no credibility issues in his personnel file, no Brady material, just the violation of Fourth Amendment rights, any future criminal case involving Officer Hernandez becomes easier for the police and prosecutors and harder for the defendant. You see how that works? Police conduct an internal investigation and raise no credibility issues about one of their own, and that way the police officer doesn't taint other cases. It is outrageous and gets to the heart of the institutional incentive that many police departments have for burying or hiding police officer misconduct. In this case, the misconduct also includes the officer's own parking situation. Remember, the original problem for police was that Ibrahim Shiheiber put his car in a red zone along the curb, a no parking zone. But instead of calling a tow truck or allowing Shiheiber to move his car, the police double parked their cruiser literally in the intersection, blocking part of the street. If Shiheiber's action was so dangerous to public safety, how can police get away with an even more egregious parking job? Well, here's the answer. This isn't about parking. It's about a police officer with a dangerous chip on his shoulder who wanted to assert his power over a guy who was just trying to pick up a sub sandwich. And even though Internal Affairs found that Officer Brett Hernandez violated the man's rights and lied about the incident, Hernandez gets only a 10-day suspension because, God forbid, the police department actually shows some real accountability. To be clear, San Francisco has a lot of violent crime these days. And if any cop can't handle it and would rather spend his time or her time going hands-on with a peaceful guy parked on a red zone curb, that cop should not be on the force. This episode is a disgrace. One can only hope that Mr. Shiheiber is successful in a civil lawsuit. A huge financial payout would be a reminder that rogue, lying cops are not only costly to their community, but also a stain to a police department's reputation. I'm David Schuster. Thanks for joining us.